Let's talk to Dr. Bola Adediran, who's a lecturer, politics and international relations at Liverpool Hope University, for more on the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. Today's event is perhaps the first state funeral in Britain since Winston Churchill died in 1965, and many are calling it the grandest farewell ever, perhaps the biggest police event the UK has witnessed. What did you do today? Did you see things for yourself, Dr. Adediran?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I thought it was going to be much. It would be quite difficult getting into central London to witness most of the events. Most of the trains were delayed or the roads were closed. Interestingly, the route towards Windsor goes through my house, which is about 40 minutes away from Windsor. So there is the hearse of the Queen passed maybe 5 minutes away from my house. But at that time, I was quite busy, so unfortunately, I did not get to see it. But I watched all the proceedings at home on the TV, so I was quite part of the whole event today to a great extent.
Indeed. Talk to us about the popularity and acceptance of the monarchy over the years. When Queen Elizabeth II was coronated, the event was the first televised event in England seen by some 20 million people. 70 years after, we're told now that an estimated 4.1 billion people across the world may have watched this event, where we saw over 100 world rulers and indeed many dignitaries from some 150 countries around the world. How popular, how accepted would you say the British monarchy is 70 years after the reign of Queen Elizabeth II?
I think that without doubt, Queen Elizabeth uh, did a lot to stabilize the monarchy. She did a lot to uh, bring a level of acceptance and comfort to the idea of constitutional monarchy for Britons. Don't forget that in the 30s, a lot of European countries were going through difficult periods. The Tsarists in Russia were deposed through a revolution. The Greeks obviously also did away with their own monarch. In fact, Prince Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth, was part of the Greek monarchy. And as a result of the revolution, he had to find his way to England and eventually met Queen Elizabeth, who was his second or third cousin, and they got married. But the point basically is that, as you've mentioned, what we've seen is that over the last 70 years, Queen Elizabeth, by virtue of her presence, as the sheer force of her personality, she's been able to entrench the idea of monarchy in such a way that people naturally gravitated towards her as a result of her humble personality, if I can say, as a result of the fact that she was just a very unassuming individual. Many people who've met her, have been in her presence before, do attest to the fact that she had an uncanny ability to make people feel comfortable. And don't also forget that at the time when the social media, televised media really came into its own, the British monarchy was at the center of all of those things. Prince William's wedding in 2011 was shown and beamed live to more than 2 billion people around the world. And all of these events have really come to really popularize the British monarchy. So in some ways, one can say that she has done really the most for British monarchy. And someone was saying earlier today, I was reading a commentary. It said, was the Queen actually more popular than the establishment itself? I think that remains to be seen post her death, whether things would really change for the British monarchy.
Well, the UK now has a new king, and we're looking forward to see what happens to the monarchy after the Elizabeth era. Dr. Bola Adediran, thank you so much for talking to us on the news tonight.
Thank you for having me.